Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And I will continue reading from The Promise, the biography of my Guru, His Eminence, the 25th Sem Tuku Rinpoche. We will start from page 383. Rinpoche is a good Truku, a good Lama. He is very educated in Buddhist philosophy and the scriptures. He also has very good knowledge of contemporary writing, reading, and the modern way of doing things. So there isn't much that I need to teach him. Sem Rinpoche has always naturally practiced the 4 types of generosity: giving materially, giving love, giving protection from suffering, and giving the Dharma. Furthermore, Rinpoche has all the qualities a teacher and spiritual guide should have in accordance with the Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana traditions. During his many previous lives, Rinpoche has stayed in the monastery and completed many retreats. So if Rinpoche had remained in the monastery in this life and not used all that experience to benefit others, what is the point? That is the Hinayana way for self-liberation, which Rinpoche does not need because he is a Lama. In Tibet, his past lives have written many books, and these are mainly accessible to the Tibetan monastic community only. Nowadays, Rinpoche's teachings are going to the whole world, so his current actions and deeds of this life are even greater than his previous lives. More important than his previous lives are the facts of Rinpoche's current life. For instance, how much effort Rinpoche has put in, especially in the very beginning. Rinpoche's early hardships are his special way of being of benefit to people. His difficulties touch people's hearts and also inspire them to work harder. So, for a Tibetan Lama to be born in Taiwan and then go to America and become an American citizen and so on, the importance of Tibetan Lamas being born outside Tibet is very clear. If we compare a Lama living in the monastery with a Lama living outside the monastery, usually the Lama living outside will have his activities grow more and spread further. Thus, Sem Rinpoche's activities have been spreading in a very positive way, and I believe his style of teaching is of great benefit to both Dharma and to people. Initially, Rinpoche went to Malaysia to help Pukang Kansen, and in doing so created a connection between himself and Malaysia, which has matured in a very positive way. As a result, these days, Rinpoche is able to help not only the monasteries, but also many other people through his activities in Malaysia, which is very good. I rejoice very much. One of the main reasons why I requested Sem Rinpoche to do his biography is because, first of all, he has done and continues to do a great job. These days, people are seeking good, positive, and beneficial information, which is why they read so many books. They are suffering and they want to be happy, and that's why they are always looking for something that may be of benefit to them. Most importantly, good deeds and good works are lacking in this world, so it is important for people to know what Rinpoche has done and is still doing. His Eminence Khapje Ganchen Rinpoche. And here is the picture of His Eminence Ganchen Rinpoche. Page 385. If we look at Sem Rinpoche's incarnation lineage, there are 25 amazing Supreme Holy Incarnations. Even if we only focus on Rinpoche's current life and deeds, we can see that he is akin to the spiritual son of Lama Tsongkhapa. For example, in Sha Ganden, I have given many initiations and teachings. This was first encouraged by Sem Rinpoche. Rinpoche requested me to give the initiations of Gruja Samaja and Chittamanitara. All this was sponsored by Sem Rinpoche. I started from there and I continued to give many teachings in Sha Ganden. But I only began when Sem Rinpoche requested me to do so. Sam Rinpoche served Khenso Jampa Yeshe Rinpoche well to the best of his ability. That's why Khenso Rinpoche's diabetes was under control. I also heard and saw that Khenso Rinpoche was in good health. Khenso Rinpoche's diabetes improved after Sam Rinpoche began serving him. We saw this with our own eyes. So Sam Rinpoche served his teachers from his heart and also taught others the same. He did this as this was his practice, and how he practiced Guru devotion was superior to others. He has many unique qualities. Sam Rinpoche is reviving the Dharma in this area where it has degenerated. Such a Dharma project is very virtuous and has great purpose. These are the activities of a high being, the actions of an incarnate Dharma, which benefit all sentient beings. So Sam Rinpoche came here, and his wishes and great deeds were possible as a result of his practice and Guru devotion, especially combined with the practice of Dorje Shugden. Through the merits accumulated from many past virtuous deeds, Sam Rinpoche has done many good things. For this I rejoice. His Eminence Khenso Rinpoche Lobsang Pende, Abbot Emeritus of Sha Ganden Monastery. Page 386. Khenso Lati Rinpoche, the disciplinary, the Kanzen Gen. The committee and everyone decided to ask Sam Rinpoche to go to Malaysia to raise funds for the Kanzen building. Because Rinpoche knows the Dharma well and speaks very fluent English. We have many other lamas and geshes, but they don't speak as well as Rinpoche does. He masters whatever he learns and studies very quickly. So for these reasons, they asked Rinpoche to go. The monastery workers and I made many chakras and various other ritual items for Rinpoche to bring to Malaysia to raise funds for the Kanzen. Rinpoche didn't want to go, but after thinking about what the monks badly needed, rooms, etc., he agreed to go to Malaysia. Rinpoche worked hard for the monastery, and he was very beneficial. Venerable Gen Thupten Yongten, previous disciplinary of Ganden Shatze Monastery. Page 387. When I first met Sam Rinpoche in Dharamsala, I could already tell that he had a lot of Dharma and that he was different from the others. I asked who he was and where he came from. When I learned that he had worked in Tutum Darjeeling and that he had left everything in America to come to Dharamsala to become a monk and join the monastery, I immediately felt that his previous lives must be connected with Dharma. I was very touched and happy, and I offered him a kata. At the time, I was a normal monk and I did not have much money. It was very cold in Dharamsala, and so Rinpoche gave me some clothes to wear. Later in the monastery, Rinpoche would send me some money every few months to buy milk and medicine. If Sam Rinpoche had remained in the monastery, he would be a very big geshe already. He had already completed most of the ceremonies a lama has to do, sok lang, etc., except his geshe tongo offering. But Pukang Kanzen requested Rinpoche to go overseas to raise funds. Because of this, Rinpoche did not continue staying in the monastery. When I first heard that Sam Rinpoche was going overseas to raise funds, I thought that perhaps Rinpoche would remain in the monastery for a while longer to study to become a big geshe, as the trip was to benefit the Kanzen monks and not a private one. But Rinpoche always thinks of others, of all sentient beings. So Rinpoche did not stay, but went overseas to help the Kanzen. In fact, Rinpoche prefers to spend his life in meditation and practice. Ganden actually has two monasteries, Ganden Shatze and Ganden Jangse. Normal people only help the monastery they come from. In Rinpoche's case, Rinpoche is from Shatze, but he helps both Shatze and Jangse as one big monastery. Rinpoche does this because he is a Truku and he has all he has a bodhisattva's mind. In our monastery, only Sam Rinpoche helps and supports on such a large scale. The monastery actually sent 10 to 12 groups overseas to raise funds and find sponsors, but Sam Rinpoche is the main person who has helped the monastery. Venerable Gen Gelong, previous disciplinary of Kanden Shatse Monastery. And this is a picture of Venerable Gen Gelong. And with this, I will end this sharing session today. Well, for now, I'll be back in a while. And thank you for sharing your time with me. I'll end this session with the completion dedication in Tibetan. Jangjo Senjo Rinpoche, Mage Panam Geyushi, Ge Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Donito Rinpoche, Mage Panam Geyushi, Ge Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewashu, Dasojini Sapagi Wadi, Dandandro Wagunaga Padang, Jepa Jesu Losan Trapai, Tamping Imporin the Star Sesho, Kewa Kuntu Yandala Madan, Drami Joki Panalo Joje, Sadam Langi Yoterazone, Doje Changi Opangotus, Gewadi, Yududa, Lamasang Yodrione, Drowa Chikia Malupa, De Salago. Pashu Joki Galpo Sungapa, Josu Nampape Wala, Geki Sama Siwadang, Tungi Malu Sangwasho, Dadam Songi Dosundan, Drewa Songi Latine, Gewa Losan Trapai, Tampa Yuriva, Gush, Ni Modeles and Dele, Ni Mingunyan Deleshi, Nisin Tato Delepa, Concho Songi Jingilo, Concho Songi Ngodruso, Concho Songi Trasi Show. Jason Lama Kusen Rapting Ching, Nam Katrini Chochuke Badang, Losam Tempe Dromi Subsongi, Droe Munsa Tatoni, Gushi, Gangwe Rawe Coation Come the Pendandewa Malu Goine, Charan Zik 110 Get Soy, Chape Shide Badu Deng, Gushi. Home Tomping Outro Malupa, then the Dala Cell do so, Godan Dempa Long Shot Now, Keep Associate Shupton Cell. Thank you, see you in a while.